he's very coachable. He was captain as a junior on his high school team. They had a very good high school squad, all conference. So yeah, he's. I think you'll like him.
Super.
He'll certainly. I don't know. Just to be real blunt, I don't know if he's D1 caliber or not. I think a lot of it is going to be how he continues to grow. I was a bit of a late bloomer. I was better in college than I was in high school against my peers. And so, but I think he gets that from his work ethic. He busts his home. And he's very passionate about it too. He really wants to, he'll do what it takes to play at the higher level and keep his nose clean and all that stuff.
Awesome. Did you play college soccer?
I played college football.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
so yeah. No, and not that I don't talk to a lot of parents that played college sports just because it's difficult, as you know. I guess my first question to be, I understand he's a 2026. How many phone calls has he had so far?
He's got a lot of emails and texts from coaches, and it's really random where, schools that are kind of all over, some D1, some D2, some D3, kind of everything in between.
Okay, cool. And that's great. None of those have led to calls yet. Is that true?
I don't believe so. I was just thinking, because I'd have to ask him on that.
Okay. And then of those messages you received, did any of them talk about coming and having him on during the fall?
They talked about like the showcase day or the ID camps that they do.
Okay. But so not like an official visit where they're like, come spend the time with the guys and have lunch with us?
No.
Okay. And then in your eyes, I would ask him what I think he needs the most help with. But in your eyes, what do you think he needs the most help with?
As far as in his soccer game or as far as just making this decision?
Specifically for recruiting, like what, you're here to talk to me about my systems. What do you think he needs the most help with from a recruiting perspective?
I think it's I want to, my goal for him is to, this doesn't probably sound good. I want him to, but it's factual. The money doesn't make a difference for scholarship or non-scholarship. When I went to school, I was hell-bent on getting a Division I scholarship. I got it. It was not exactly a great institution, but it was fine. And so what I want him to do is to get into the best school he can get into. And if he can leverage soccer, enjoy it, have a great experience, that's great. I certainly don't want to dash any of his, D1 or any prospects because he's talented. I mean, I think he can do that. I think from like what he needs to work on from a soccer recruiting standpoint, probably his left foot a little bit. That's what I hear from some of the coaches. But I think it is just identifying those schools that he really wants to go to, and then just work in that process so he can make heads or tails of it, and isn't spending time responding to schools that he really doesn't have any interest in going to.
Okay, super helpful. And then I think it's great. I know you mentioned the scholarship piece of it. Scholarship, as you said, is powerful if we don't need it because it gives us some leverage with certain schools. But on the other end, money is the only way you can really know if a coach is serious about you. So it's not to say we need a scholarship, but if they say you're going to start every minute, but they don't give you any academic or athletic, then you're like, where's your money? Put your money where your mouth is. So it's not to say we want scholarship for the sake of money only, although of course everybody has money. But
we always want the money.
We always want the money, but it's also to say, hey, look, we want to know that the coach loves us. And one of the ways to do that is a tangible financial part of it.
For sure.
So that's good to know. That's super helpful though. Because when we write the emails, we have to be mindful of how we do that. So then the next thing I would ask you is, why do you want to, I would ask him, I'd say, why do you want to play college soccer? But I'll ask you, why do you want to help him play college soccer? Why, let me back up. Would you agree with me that academics come first?
Yeah, certainly.
So it's,
Yeah, and I think for me, I was actually talking to my father about this the other day. He played football in college and NFL.
Wow.
I've certainly learned a lot more from my college athletic experience than I ever did from my college academics. And I think those lessons have served me very well afterwards. Mm-hmm. So I think being an athlete at a high level, commitment, getting your stuff done. So certainly the academics is very important. I think I'm a bit unique there, but I really, my dad did too. Those lessons of hard work and dedication are really, really important. So I think that's what I'd like for him to get out of this, is understanding that, nothing's easy and you have to work your ass off and you'll have failures, but that's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Super helpful. So having said that, that's pretty cool about your father as well, playing at such a high level, is when we do this, I talk about it often, as you had mentioned, like I learned way more in my sport than I did in school. But since you agree with me that academics are important, but you also see the importance of sport, I kind of have an idea of why you want to help your son play college. But I guess I'd ask you, why do you want to support him and help him play college soccer?
Well, I think he'll get the same lessons out of it that I did. Well, one, I think he loves it. I think it's a healthy, great sport. And two, I think playing at that level versus just playing club, the discipline it instills, the lessons you'll learn, and the camaraderie with those team members, I think is very important.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. So this is typically when I would have asked him some things, gotten to know him, and I would have watched your video, and then I'd say, here's the level I think you can play, and here are the steps I think we need to do, et cetera, et cetera. In our case, I don't know the answer. So the next piece, I think, is you saw the video already. So I want to just show you kind of on a day-to-day what it would look like. I know you kind of already saw it, but it'll just give you an idea. And then I do definitely want to follow up, talk. I'd love to see his video. I'd love to talk to him. But this is kind of what it looks like on a day-to-day, which you kind of saw. A coach plus me. And the reason there's two of us, I need to see his video and everything, but I'm doing a lot of work. You call it behind the scenes, like about the new NCAA rule. So I'm going to conferences. Coaches will message me. Coaches will come to my podcast. I'll reach out to coaches, but I can never directly connect your son to a school. I can never go, this kid's a baller, just because of NCAA rules. So my kind of workaround is I go and I say to myself, hey, who do I know might need your son or like your son? And how can I connect you? So then I'll tell your son what to say and how to say it. Now, one of the things you'd already mentioned, which is very telling to me, is you've already started this. He is a cooked steak. Now, maybe some of the steak is uncooked and I need to go back and recook it. Maybe some of it should be marinated a little bit more so it tastes better by the time it gets to the coaches. I don't know. I would say, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, you mentioned he has a ton of video. The fact that it wasn't super easy for you to send me video is a red flag for me to go, coaches need video all the time. Like, they need a link. It should be easy. It should go in every email. Excuse me. And maybe it is easy, but for simplicity of this call, no worries. Yeah. But
and he's got all that stuff covered. I
excellent. Okay, no worries. So that's great. And if you're getting responses from coaches, then I know he's sending video, and I know it's probably pretty good. So I definitely, just from that perspective. Then everything we do is on Discord. So if we do it my way, and you saw my cool email system, within, it depends. I need to see what emails, but some of which I might give him a few new schools. You mentioned there's schools he doesn't aren't interested in, and we can move away from those, or schools you and I would talk about and say these are not good fits for him, and go, here's where we need to divert our attention. But all the communication has to be done through this app. He has it. It's not like I made Discord for me. The kids have it, so I just made it so it's easier for them. But for the parents, I do have to get you guys on as well, because we make a channel so you can just talk to me without your son. That way, if you want to tell me, hey, and we're worried about this, whatever, you can just direct message me. And then we edit all the videos. So whatever videos he's got, I want to edit them, and I like to edit them my way, and I'm kind of picky. And sometimes it takes a minute. Like, you'll follow my directions, and I'll look at it again. You know what? I don't really like the way it turned out. I need more of this. I get pretty picky with the video. And then we keep everything, in a Google Drive. I can show you an example of a student. We start with him as a junior. He's committed now, but this is kind of what I want your son's Google Drive to look like. He had a similar situation in terms of level, was a very good soccer player, didn't make the team for a variety of reasons of the ECNL level in his case. He's still going to play Division I. And he gets this document where we keep track of all the videos. And then every time we meet, we basically keep track of every meeting we do, and we record it, and then we send a copy to you. It's like a summary, because the meetings are pretty long, like 30, 40 minutes. So there's like a 10-minute summary. Here's what he needs to do. Here's who he's going to text, who he's got to say. In your son's case, I'm very curious about doing what we call an audit, because I know he's already done a bunch of stuff. So this section here is I want to go over everything he's done, tried to do, what he's, the nuances of each email, the nuances of text. How come they're not leading to phone calls? Why hasn't he gone on a visit? One of the things for Division I, because the new rule, everything is kind of pausing for seniors. So they're actually just skipping to juniors. So we have 3 26s who are committed, and they're done. So I'm going, if your son is a high-level soccer player who wants to play Division I, how come none of those men to a visit. Not to say that it couldn't still lead to a visit next fall, but the top level kids all went on visits this fall. So I just want to know what's going on. And then you saw the email system, which allows us to stay organized, allows us to send emails, allows us to receive emails. I'm the only one who would bother making it because I'm that crazy, arguably. And then to work with us, this is the fee. We're basically within the first 3 months, if we're not getting genuine interest from the schools you want to go to. Now, if you've already got genuine interest, I'm not taking credit for those, but those moving a step forward in the phone call, you mentioned ID camps invites, that's pretty normal, but like genuine ones, or hey, like we want to know your transcripts or your GPA or what's your school schedule, what do you want to study, how can we help you get an internship one day? I want a coach to really love your son, and if that's not happening in 3 months, then basically I refund you and we go our separate ways. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you saw that. So I guess the final question I would say to him, and I'll talk to him too, is like, why do you think you're a good fit for me? And then he would say something about how great I am. And I'd say, nope, I don't want you to talk about me. I want you to talk about yourself. Why is your son? So I guess the same question to you is, you had already mentioned it. He works hard. He's coachable. Why we don't work with that many students. So I guess my question to you is like, why do you think he's a good fit to work with me and with us? Let's start there.
Yeah. Not knowing you all that well, just, limited in what I see here. I mean, I think he's just a really good kid, and he's going to bust his hump to make sure he's, brings value wherever he's going to go. So I think you'll like him. I think he's a pretty good player. I think he's getting better and better every year. So, I think it'd be a good reflection on you guys too, and be a good fit for some university.
Yeah. And that's definitely for sure a big piece of what we're looking for. And in that regard, because we're looking for kids, not only because yes, to your point, he goes to a school, it helps me, but I'm pretty fortunate at this point. I've sent kids to most of the types of schools that would garnish, oh, he's good at his job. Now I'm going, I want your son to be happy. I want your son to love where he goes. I had a great college experience. My brother had a horrible one where his coach was a complete prick and just got fired. And, I don't want your son or anybody going through that, which is why, I kind of built this so that way we can help people as often as we can. So you had mentioned something there too, which is a good point. You don't know me that well. Let's say you had to work with me today just because of the nature of whatever. Are there any questions that come to mind or something where you're hesitant about?
No, I think you actually just brought up a really good point too about getting into a good situation or bad situation. Naive self, I have no idea if some East Coast university is a soccer factory in a bad way, or if they're, kids are going to have really good experiences. And, my own personal experience, I went to Illinois, or Western Illinois. They brought in, there were transfers. So kids transfer. So I ended up starting my freshman year, and then we had the Big Ten all-time sack leader come down, and obviously I'm not starting anymore. So, there's things like that. It's just like, what's the DNA of that university or that team that you would know much better? I think that would that brings a lot of value.
And I think you're one of the few who I speak to who I try and explain that sometimes. And I'm not, even if you don't work with me, I tell people you don't know what could happen. I went to Valparaiso. We played against Western Illinois every day. And they're doing really well in soccer as of late. But my point is to tell you, we had 12 Jamaicans for whatever. I was the only kid starting other than the Jamaicans. And why was that the deal? Coach had a connection, So that's my job. And that's why when we go through it, right now your son is in kind of the stage of, I'll show you. He's kind of in the stage of who likes me, which is a fine stage to be in at this point. But over time, we want the stage to shift to who do I like? Because at the end of the day, we talked about this already. He's in this stage kind of he's done pieces of this, but he's like, who likes me? Send messages, who likes me? Who likes me? Eventually we want to go who do I like? I don't want to just go to a school that likes me. I don't want to marry a girl just because she likes me. I want to marry her because we love each other and we're going to be a team. And this is going to lead to, obviously in your world, I'm sure you're friends with many of your teammates and what a great experience, or at least they taught you lessons, or, my teammates are going to come to my wedding. My girlfriend is from college. So it meant a lot to me. And like I said, my coach was my second father. And while I was in college, my father had 2 heart attacks. He was okay. But my college coach, played a big role. And I was at 19, So
I just talked to my D coordinator for the first time in 2 years yesterday. And, so that was 25 years ago.
Yeah, no. And this is not to make it somber, but I have a teammate who's decided to serve in the military, and he passed away the other day. And as a group, we were like, let's support the family. And it was very comforting because I was like, wow, if something happened to my family or my kids, I don't have kids yet, but in that world, I go, look, you're not going to beat that in work life. And, through football, through sport, you're never going to get that again unless you serve in the military, basically. So, which is very cool. So here's kind of the next steps as I see it is I'm going to send over the email. I actually just did, but I forgot to give you my schedule. So let me give you I'm going to send it again. Just so that way, when you can, if you either respond or he can respond, I don't have your son's email, I just have yours. But if you or he can respond with video, I can just look at the video. And then I definitely would love to meet him. So I'm going to give you my schedule again. So that way you can book me when you guys want. Next week, I'm going to some conferences actually. So if you say next week we're available, I am not, you'll see on my calendar, I'm not available. But if you email me back and say, are you available? I can see if I can squeeze in some time while I go to this conference. So then you'll get a bunch of those emails reminders again. So I'm sorry about that, but you don't have to worry about it. Okay, I just sent you my schedule. So then, book me when you can. The only thing I would say is this, and you can be reasonable. If you don't respond to me via email, like, hey, we're about to book you, but if you ghost me for a full 24 hours, ghost is a strong word, then I have to move on and go, look, you guys are busy. That's fine. But other people want to work with me, and I want to work with the people that want to work with me, and I have to do that. If you guys, as long as you communicate with me, then I'll hold the spot. But I only take on so many per month.
No. That makes sense. And again, I'll have you'll get his email as well, just from the standpoint that that's my Gmail. I never use it. So
okay. I have good. I have SM Mills you just opened it. Yeah. BEARR.
Yeah, that's my main email address.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah. If you respond with whatever one you want me to email, that'd be excellent.
Okay. Yeah.
That'd be great. Okay, perfect. Any other, the last thing is I would just say, when your son sends me the video, don't worry if it's not pretty or if it's not organized. I watch every minute. When we send it to a coach, I'm going to tell us we need to look on it. But for now, don't worry about it. Just give me whatever. Just give me the raw footage and I'll look at it.
You got it.
Okay, excellent. It was really nice meeting you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, you too, Zev. No, I appreciate it, man.
I'll talk soon.
All right, take care.
Okay, hello everybody. Instagram and everybody. Okay, so I can answer some of your questions. Give me 1 second here. I needed to eat some food. But you guys are very fun to talk to. Okay. When I send emails to coaches, should I email the head coach and CC assistant, or should I just send 2 separate emails? Send 2 separate emails, but both methods are good. I start with 2 separate, and you can CC later. How can I play D1 at soccer at 16? Kevin, I need to see video. What are your thoughts on ID2? ID2 is great. I have a video on YouTube. If you look up ID2, it's College Soccer Guy, you could see a whole video on it, Jesse. But ultimately, for girls specifically, it's great for like a resume is too strong of a word, but it's great to mention when you email coaches, but it's not going to like get you recruited. ECNL for girls and GA is where you get recruited. ID2 though is like you could get noticed and then you could get more attention and then it could play a role, but it's not the end all be all, I guess is what I would say. How can I improve to make ECNL team next year? I would need to see video. What do you think of USL? USL is great. There's not a lot of exposure, so it can be difficult. Was this just to show us what a call is like? Allie, it was to show you what a call is like, absolutely. And also, if you guys want to call, you know what will happen on the call. And answer your questions, too. Is soccer going back to graduation year instead of birth year? Apparently so, but it's nothing you can control, so don't worry about it. Do you really need great extracurriculars for top D3s to extent of the students applying? Antonio, yes, you do need great extracurriculars, but the beauty is if you play college sports, it does make your life a little bit different. That's just the reality, which is kind of crazy, but it is the truth. So it makes it a little bit different if you are a college athlete. That's just that's the way it goes. So it's a little bit different. When I send emails, okay, I did that one. Can someone from Ireland make this type of soccer? Yes, you can. Click link in bio, and you can see international, and you'll see a little bit more of that. Okay, good question. Is it possible to be overweight but able to run just as good as don't affect your game? No, you cannot be overweight. What does the timeline look like for transfer athletes? It's really scary right now. So if you're a transfer, you need to call me right away. It is the transfer portal is going to open on the 25th, and you have to send emails out on the 25th. What do you think I should do? I'm in 8th grade. I'm a large center mid playing high school this coming year. I'm joining the high school roster officially next year. I have ID camp offers, but no really. Jacob, it sounds like you're a good player. I'd love to see video. So my immediate thing would be, can you send me video so I can take a look so we can talk about it? That got cut short. No worries. Hello, David. Guaitamin MTG. What's up, Gestionone? Suggestions on which camps to go to before coaches can talk to you. They are expensive in all over the country. Ali, yes, you're correct. So what we do is we pick them for you. So when you work with us, we pick the camps. It's hard to give you a suggestion without knowing what level you are, your video, what schools you want to go to. There's, as you said, there's so many of them. We have a system that kind of tells us which camps to go to based on your GPA, your grades, all those things. So we'd have to talk to you. Can someone, okay, what do you think I can do to make ECNL? Make a highlight video, send it over, and try out. Do you work with non-U.S. citizens? Yes, we do, but it's complicated. So you have to click the link in the bio for internationals. What can I do to improve? Okay, Thank you. You're welcome, Jesse. Do you have athletes in Texas? Of course. We just committed a kid to SMU. We have kids everywhere. What's the best league to get looked at for college? MLS Next and ECNL. How long shall I have it? It'll be 2 to 4 minutes. I'd say like 2.5 is best. What's the best league to go for? Okay, our niece ECNL team is very bad, so choosing to keep its son in state league, bad idea. Unfortunately, it's not necessarily a bad idea because, like you said, your state team sounds like they're better, but you're going to have to change your strategy. So you're going to have to call me or call some expert because you're not going to be able to get recruited in the normal way. And you have to find out who's going to showcase, what showcase they're going to. Hello, Carolina Gutierrez. So 317 dad, if you have to make a strategy basically because you're at it. It's like you're going to get to play college soccer because you might be good enough, but you don't have an arm. So you can't just do the process normal. You can't apply to the military like a normal person. You don't have an arm. So how are you going to go into the military if that's your dream? You have to do something different. That's my job. From Ireland? No, I've never worked with anyone from Ireland. Do you mean USL Academy or I meant USL Academy? I meant USL Academy too. USL Academy is good, but you don't get a lot of exposure. ECNL is good, but you got to go to showcases. So ask your club what showcases are going. Does pre-ECNL matter? Yes, it definitely matters. Now, it doesn't matter for recruiting, but it does matter for middle school camps, which you should go to if you're really good. Like we have girls who are 10, 11, 12. They're already going to middle school camps. And if they're 12, we're getting permission for them to go to the high school camps because they're so good and you can get permission. Does NYU attend any camps? Yes, they have their own camp, Antonio. I can't find any of them. It's not announced yet. It will happen in Christmas. Yeah, of course. I was going to say I have no film, but still trying to get some this winter. But should I send emails now or wait? You need to wait. You have to have film. Doesn't matter how good your high school soccer team is to get a scholarship. No, but it doesn't matter how good your high school team is to get recruited either. It doesn't matter for anything, actually. It just is good for video. Do you look at ECNL players? Of course. Most of the players I work with are probably ECNL, NAL, MLS Next, ECNL. I'm currently playing EA and EA. We have EA. And E64, should I look for moving? You should probably look to move, although Elite Academy is good. My son is 9 in a club. What's the best route forward to get MLS Next? I'm in Southern California. Hi, Ed. You got to go to the MLS Next tryouts. We have a program for kids your age. So if you click the link in the bio, you'll see a thing called 4th to 7th graders. That's kind of for what your son is for. You'll get a video on what we do. So I'm going to regionals and ODP and Rev Scouts is coaching me and my goalkeeper. Should I introduce myself? Absolutely, 100%. What do you think of NAI? NAI is great, D2 level, scholarships, smaller schools, great school. Great, very good. Thoughts on NAL? Very good, not a lot of exposure. Thoughts on ECNL? Very good, limited exposure. So you got to go to camps for sure, and you need video. Just got my first offer. How do I get more? Drew, did we help you get your first offer? Congratulations. How did you get tell us how you got your first offer. How do I get scouts to come and look at me play? You have to send video, IL3 Radijade. So I would need to see your highlight video. You got to send video though, and then you got to go to the events where they're already going. 16 playing UPSL. So UPSL will give you 0 exposure. It's a big deal you're playing UPSL Premier though, so good job. So make a video, then send that to the coaches. Then you got to go play for a club team that go to showcases, or you have to go to their camps. Does filling out an MLS Academy form really help? No. Hey, so got some offers from GCUL, but not sure when to commit as to wait for more options, but some of the offers are filling up. One of my forums said they filled up. Thanks. So I would take one of the offers, Noah, but I would need to know more. You could book a call, but you don't want to wait too long. I'm in the last year of school. You are very late if you want to play college soccer. It's still possible, but very difficult. When is it too late in high school to get good D3 offers? Junior year in June. If you don't have any interest, you're probably screwed. So you have to get interest before April. Okay. Just got my first offer. How do I get more? Is Capelli Sports Showcase good? It's pretty good actually. It's good for video. Not a ton of coaches, but there will be some. I emailed the coach. I went to some practices with the team, and they oh, so you went on trial, Drew? Congratulations, Drew. Did we help you? Did we help you get your offer, Drew? Congratulations, though. That's so cool. I'm 15. I didn't use you, but love the content and info. Thanks. Good job, Drew. I'm 15 and I've gotten emails and letters for college ID camps. Is it worth to go any now? I'm 15. I've gotten emails and letters for college ID camps. I'm 15 and I've gotten emails and letters. Oh, you need to know. I need to see your video, asked Sakar. Otherwise, I'm not sure. If you're good, the answer is it could be worth it. But otherwise, no. I have film. Do I send it to coach or how do I know if I want to play D3? Send it to coaches, Gabby, for sure. Start with some D3 schools. What should I do if I currently play E64? I'm 15. Make a video, send it out to D3 schools. How helpful is that someone I shout out my school has committed to NYU? Not very helpful. A little bit, maybe 5% helpful. 9th grade daughter plays GA at South Carolina. How do we narrow down the list of schools to send initial emails out to? Do we do a shotgun and send emails to many? I need to see video, to be honest. It depends your daughter's level. If I think she's really good, then we go pretty broad. If I think she's not as good, then I have to see it. So I would need to see video for me to know how to narrow down your list because we pick the schools for all of our students. So I need to see more information. When is it ideal to get off? I'm in 7th. When should I start emailing? Emails, it depends, G-Bates. If you're really good, I do tell 7th graders to start emailing schools, but in a very polite way. If you're not the level, then I would say wait, but I need to see video. Is there a way to use my first offer to gain more? Drew, yes, there is. There is, Drew. You'd have to book a call. It's a little bit complicated, but you would express that to other schools. But be careful because you don't want to lose your offers. Is RUS US soccer good? Short answer is you have to aim for D3. What should I do if I play goalie for an E64? Aim for D3, make a video. Thoughts on schools with reserve squads? Should we avoid those? Good question. The answer is if it's a dream school, no. Most of the time, if there's a reserve squad, you'll still get to play soccer often, and it'll be part of an environment. But I wouldn't avoid them. Like my Division I team had a reserve team, but the coach told me I would not be on the reserve team. But I actually didn't make the first team, and I ended up on the reserve team, and then I had to go back to the first team. So it's a really great experience, actually. I would say it's fine. You just have to understand there's going to be a lot of players on the team, and you need to know from the coach if you're okay being on the reserve team. If you're not being okay being on the reserve team, then don't go to those schools. But, you know, if there's a reserve team, at some point you will probably play with them. Okay, thanks. We'll finish up highlights next couple of weeks and reach out. That'd be great, Bisconga. What age should kids get soccer Instagram accounts? It depends. If you're talking about like to go viral, that's a different story. But for college soccer, 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade is when I would like it. That way by 8th grade, it's perfect and has content and it's ready to be used. What's up, Rick V? Is there a way to start? Okay, I'm an NAL, but my MLS Next team wants me, but I don't want to go because the coach is very mean. How badly do you want to play college soccer? That's the question. But also, I don't remember having a single coach I loved, to be honest, in my youth career. But I wanted to play college soccer, so I went where the best players are. So it's up to you, G Bates. I'm going to showcase in the end of November with 130 different colleges. Which showcase are you going to, Tyler? Are you going to surf or nomads? What should I do playing E64 as a goalie? Okay, please. I'm 15 and play ECNL. What D-level college should I email? I'm sorry, I don't know what D-level means. If you mean division, division. I don't know. So I'll stick 30. I need to see video. You could play MLS Next, and I could think you're not good enough. So it doesn't matter the club only. It's a part of it, but it's not the only thing that matters. Because there are other things that matter too. So yeah, there are other things that matter for you also. Okay. Okay, good questions. All right, let's see what else we got here. I want to go pro and do college football, but my family really using that rich. Okay, not sure what that means. Hello, AG. Followed, would you? I'm going to showcase. Would love to meet you. Will you be at Surf Cup? I will not be at Surf Cup, Jesse McReynolds. I apologize. If you want to meet me, book a call. Click the link in the bio, and we can book a call and talk as much as you like. I don't go to many events, actually. Most of everything I do is online. In a video, I'm a goalkeeper. So do I put saves and distributions? Yes. But put saves at the front and distributions a little bit later. Will do. Sounds good, Jesse. How can I make it to D1 soccer if I go to a small school and I'm 16 years old? Doesn't matter about your school. It matters about camps and video. So make a bunch of video. Off topic, what was your favorite pre-match meal? I'm eating ravioli. I like chicken and rice. I don't like pasta, so not for me. But good luck at your game. I just got all sections for IHSCCCA. Do you think I have a chance for Division One? I'm a sophomore. The answer is that statistic tells me nothing about you. Your high school teams could suck, which is exactly why college coaches don't rate high school. However, if you send me video, I could tell you if you could play college. My assumption is as a sophomore, getting that award is a big deal, so I would need to see video. I meant to say that we really don't have that much money. Oh, if you don't have much money, then focus on video and focus on NAIA and D3. That's where the most money is for scholarships. Would you be at MLS Fest? I won't be at MLS Fest, but I'd love to see video, so give me a call. Is it good to be a gap year player? Usually no, actually. Coaches are wondering why you took a gap year. You don't have as much time to get recruited, and you probably did something or got injured the first time around. But it depends. Already on a gap year, then you have to make the most of it. I want to play college soccer, but I'm a goalie for EC4. What do you suggest? Aim for D3, make a video, and send it out many times and go to D3 camps. It's still totally possible to do it. Still totally possible. My high school isn't known, it's very small. How much exposure can you get while playing FSPL? None. 0%. You have to make a video, go to camps. Should I try to play ECNL with a pro USL team or MLS Next team without a pro team? MLS Next without a pro team, I would probably say, just because of the exposure. How does uncommitting work? If you've already committed and you want to uncommit, it's different. Are you trying to transfer or you just want to uncommit, but you haven't gone to the school yet? If you haven't actually gone to the school yet, then you could just uncommit. You're allowed to do that. Coach won't be happy, but you can. Is 5.5 too short? No. If you're a goalkeeper, that's going to be tough. Can I send you a clip of my game to your DMs? Send it to Crit Cruel. You have to send it to the link in bio, Crit. You have to book a call. That way I can look at it. Because I have questions I have to follow up with you. I have to split time with my teammate for games. Will that be looked down? No, that's not looked down upon. That's very normal. Jasper, what's up? Guys, Jasper is one of my students who's going to Westmont. He committed a long time ago, and it's awesome. Do you know any camps in apply around for Los Angeles? Of course, Kevin. But I have to kind of tell you the camps to go to. At least that's what I try and do because everyone's different. Is it still genuine for, do you want to say thank you? Gio, when I'm a sophomore following up with every touch. Yeah, that's very genuine for sure because they're not supposed to respond at all. One last question. My daughter's center defensive mid. Besides goals, what skills should we focus on in her first clips? For her, I'm a center defensive mid too, actually. I played college soccer at the D1 and I played pro. So you have to show us through balls. So assists, but like long balls from if she's at the 6 into the striker in behind or on the ground in behind or into the winger in behind. Those are the longer balls. We want to see those. Do you know anything about New San Diego Academy residents? Yes, it's going to be very good. It'll be very legit, and the players will be very good, and the coaches will be very good, and it will be good exposure. A freshman at community college, should I start making highlights clips and reach out D1s? Absolutely. Technically, it's illegal if you're a freshman. Technically, you have to wait till your second semester, but nobody really cares. So, yes. And if you want to transfer, book a call. It's going to be transfer season. We do work with transfers. It's a very difficult thing, transfers, but we definitely help with transfers, of course. Ethan. Any recommendations on what to put on your highlights as a center back? Absolutely. You got to play through lines, baby. Have to play through lines. How many scouts there'll be at MLS Next Fest? Hundreds of scouts. What do you do if I don't have much money to play good club? Work on your highlight video, which kind of is free, and save your money for camps. And go to D3 camps. D3, D2, or NAI camps. Because they can let you train. And letting you train with them can be pretty helpful. Do I have to make videos of me playing? Yes. I canceled my call last week, but I want to reschedule. My parents just don't want to talk on the call. If your parents don't want to get on the call, I cannot talk to them. Mom and dad must be there, or mom or dad. What do I do if I don't have much money? Okay, I did that one. Good question. How many scouts will there be? Okay, that one. How is playing USU soccer looked upon? Aim for Division 3. Do you think this year with the roster cap transfer will be harder? Yes, it'll be the hardest year ever in the history ever. My daughter plays GA. Should she go to D1 camps? I would need to see video. GA is definitely the level for Division 1, but doesn't mean your daughter's the level. Maybe she's way better than Division. I don't know. I would need to see video. So you have to book a call so I could go over the video with you guys. How much exposure does a player get at NAL? Very little, but there are some showcases you go to where you get some. My daughter's meeting at a college coach tomorrow. What questions should she ask? She should ask questions about the coach. So like, where did they start coaching? Why do they like the school? yes, you can find out things you actually want to know about later if it's their first meeting. You just want to impress them. And the way to impress them is to ask them about their own life. We do custom questions, though, based off of who they are. So for each of our students, we give them a custom list of questions. So that way we can make sure we write the correct stuff, ask the correct stuff. For a center back, what to do in the highlights? For a center back, needs to be playing through lines. So show us your ability to play out of the back, for sure. Can I go to D1 if I don't play East and Almost X? It's very difficult. Very difficult. Is there any way, what's up, Eker? Is there any way I can contact you and talk to you in private and ask questions? No, you cannot. You have to book a call with your parents. You're under 18, so those are the rules. I have a college showcase coming up. I'm an late 09 and 08 team. This is my first year with this time, and I don't know how about playing time. Should I still email the coaches? Yes. Still email the coaches because then they'll watch your video, and then maybe they can invite you to their camp if they cannot come to your game. I really hope to play college soccer. I have good grades. I'm in 10th grade, but I live in Panama City. What do you recommend I do? You have to book a call, official Khalid. You got to call me with your parents. That's very complicated because you live abroad. They said they will be there, but I can just talk. They can be on the camera, but no speaking. Then I will not talk to them. I have to talk to them. I have to talk to your parents. So do not book a call, Mr. Period. But I have to be able to talk to your parents. I play left back instead of mid. What should I do for the video? What should I do now? What should I show? Left back shows crosses. Center mid shows through balls. Is he 6'4" good enough for college soccer? Division 3, Matthew Corso, potentially. Division 3, maybe Division 2 too. Just depends. Do I know Jeremy Winstein? I don't recognize that name, actually. How do I book a call? Official, click the link in my bio or go to collegesoccerguy.org, collegesoccerguy.org, or just go to the link in the bio and you can book a call. Okay, we've got 4 minutes, everyone. Wingers, crosses, and goals, and dribbling. You can play MLS next at 13 and up. Working on first video, limited clips. Should we include shots that were saved or just missed, or wait until we have more video? Just make the video shorter. Just don't add those clips in. It depends what year you are, though, Mike. If you're a junior, then you got to add them in and start sending out video. If you're not a junior, you could wait till you have a little more video. What are top academic camps? Masters, 60, there's another one literally called Top Academic. Can you speak about Division 1 roster change to 28? Yes, Brian, I can. So basically, it's not official yet, but the roster is going to be cut from technically unlimited to 28. It technically means you can have unlimited scholarship. However, these schools don't get enough donations, so the scholarship thing is not really going to change. However, the transfer portal this year will be really crazy because I've already had 5 kids reach out to me saying, I'm being cut, I have to transfer. So, and that happened before the portals even opened. So that's going to get worse and worse. And in terms of impact and also how does it impact transferring from D2 to D1? It will make your life very difficult because there's going to be so many more kids from D1 transferring out. We do help with transfers, but it's going to be very difficult. So you're going to have to book a call, Brian, if you want. Striker, highlight video advice. Goals, baby. Goals, and show us your pace. You think I can make it to college soccer if I am at IMG? IMG, we have 3 kids at IMG. They all played college soccer with my help. Sometimes you still don't play college soccer, though, so you have to still have a plan. After a year of playing D3, is it possible to transfer to a bigger D1? It is possible. It is not easy. No. Yo, man, I'm trying to reach out to you about to become a scout. To become a scout, I'm not a scout technically. I just teach you guys what scouts are looking for. I help kids get recruited. So I'm not technically a scout, but I guess I scout you guys. But I'm not scouting for any team. If you want to be a scout, go to a random game, find a player, get his phone number, then call coaches and tell them you've got a talented player. Then you earn a reputation over time, and that's how you can become a scout. Is it possible to get offers from a D3 school? It is, of course, possible, yes. Just committed to MSU. Preston! Dude, I'm so proud of you. Did we help you commit to SMU, Preston? What the hell? Preston, that's so freaking cool. That's incredible. Holy Christ. Preston goes to MSU. I just made a note of it. Appreciate you. Thank you, man. You're welcome. Preston, congratulations. Bars Academy versus San Diego Academy 16. It will be an amazing game for sure. My son plays number 6, defensive midfielder. What should be in his highlight video? He needs through balls and he needs an every touch video because that's how you guys are going to get recruited as a 6 because I'm a 6 too. But the main thing you need is through balls and longer balls. So like from your position to the right mid in behind or into the striker in behind. For soccer videos, does it have to be varsity? No, it doesn't have to be varsity. especially if you're from Panama official, your video situation can be very complicated. You're going to have to call me. Is a 4-minute video too long with music? No, definitely want music. 4 minutes is perfect. Do not go any longer than that. Should I play for a speed strength coach? It's up to you. That I don't help with that. Should a center attacking mid put focus on shooting from outside the box, or is it too ambitious? No, definitely shoot from outside the box. As center back, what aspects of my game need to be most advanced? Playing out of the back and not passing the ball until you drop pressure. Is joining MLS a sophomore too late? Not too late. Very good. I have an offer from a D3 school. I'm a junior in high school. When do I commit? ANTP. We've spoken in the past. I think you have to book a call. Can you give me follow, please? Can you give me follow? Sorry, Flavio, no follow. Book a call with me though if you want. For a winger, what do you just put shots of video? The main thing are goals, assists, and then lots of dribbling as a winger. Show us your dribbling skills. What do you say? NAL is bad because I'm not sure most teams got rid of their ECNL team to replace with NAL. NAL is not bad. NAL is great. It's a great level, great for video. You don't go to showcases very often yet because it's a new league. So you just don't get a lot of exposure. So D1 is pretty much not realistic. You have to aim for D3, D2. And then if you get offers, then you can go back to D1. How did you suggest I move to ECNL, possibly on my next time playing ECNL? Make a highlight video, Matthew, then send it to those teams and then book a call. Is paying, okay. Good question. I'm going to go to Spain. Bad idea for college. How do I book a call, Flavio? Link in the bio. You got IG so I can DM you? Yes, I do. Link in the bio. Thoughts on D2 level this year? It's very good. It's amazing. There's going to be a couple kids from Cal State LA who are going to go pro for sure. Me and this coach agreed on a call at 2. He's an hour late. Should I still call him? Yes. Call him, cold call him, leave a message. Then follow up with a text. Is it possible to get scouted or to get college without any highlights? No. Is Bethesda or Baltimore Armor good clubs? Yeah, they're both amazing. Sorry, missed. If you rank the girls' leagues in Arizona, it's always ECNL and then GA. Doesn't matter what state. Not necessarily, I'm not saying in your state of Arizona, the GA teams might be better, but on a national scale, the ECNL teams get more exposure. But GA could still mean Division I, so I'm not saying to leave. Like we work with girls at GA and we help them play Division I, but you just have to plan accordingly. It's because our high school doesn't have record code. You have to record games. What should I put in a fullback? Fullback video, crosses, dribbling, and goals and assists always, of course. I've been told the coaches are no good and USA is about college life, forget soccer. That is correct. So do not come to America if that's not what you want. It is about education. One of the guys I know from Cal State is already went pro. That's correct, Flavio. Cal State is really good. Really, really good. What about E64? Okay, guys, I'm actually late to him. I'm not late, but I'm about to start a meeting.
Recording in progress.
This meeting, guys, is with a athlete who is below 8th grade. So if you're below 8th grade listening, this will be a good one for you because it will kind of give you an idea of what it's like, which I think will be good for you. Hello, Matt. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Hey.
Perfect. How are you, boss?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I'm driving in the car.
No problem. Stay safe.
On the way to carpool for soccer.
I figured.
So,
I'm doing it. I see an athlete behind you.
Yeah.
Is
you
that
want to be looking at her most of the time?
No, that's very kind of you. I don't need to, but I would like to sometimes to time without you crashing, of course, ask some questions. And if that's okay from that perspective, I would love to, if she's okay with it, I'd love to be able to just hear her feedback. Hi. How are you? Good. Are you off to practice?
Yeah.
Awesome. Very exciting. Actually, let's do this. Since I have you, can Dad still hear me?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Dad, you can answer just like that. That's safer anyways. So,
okay.
Thanks so much for everyone coming. Dad, could I ask you guys who found me first? Was it you or did your daughter see some of my videos or both of you?
It was me.
Amazing. And then let me ask your daughter while I have you, do you go by Vivi or how do you like your name pronounced?
I don't really care.
Okay. How do you, when you talk to your friends and you say, my name is, what do you say?
Viv or Vivian.
Okay, Viv or Vivian. So Miss Vivian, what did your father tell you about me?
Like a couple minutes before this.
Okay, and what did he say? Like
his like this could probably help you if you do want to go to D1 soccer. But if you don't want to do it, it's okay.
Okay, good answer. I agree. So let me ask you a question. Why do you think you want to play D1 soccer?
I really like playing soccer, and I want to get like really good at it. And I feel like D1's like the highest thing you can get in college.
Yeah, well said. And if I said to you right now, what's your juggling record? What would you tell me?
Thirty.
13 or 14?
30.
30. Excellent. Thank you for letting me know. 30. And having said that, just while your father's listening, part of today's call is to look, your daughter is, Vivian, are you 10 years old?
Yeah.
So your daughter's 10 years old, and I'm the college soccer guy. So there's the elephant in the room of, is it too early to begin? Which is a fair question.
Yeah, right.
And we want to talk about that. Now, when we look at kids your daughter's age, the way I decide if there's a reason for it, because we do work with 10-year-olds, is their level. And you sent me your video, which we'll talk about. But today's call is to talk a little bit about that piece of it. But also, Vivian, this is for you. I've helped many girls play Division I soccer, and you're playing at a very high level, you know, with the futsal national team and everything else. If you want to play Division I, it starts now the desire. You don't have to be the level today, of course, as a 10-year-old, but you have to know what it takes. So Vivian, part of your job today as the boss of your own career is you have to talk to me today and decide when I show you some stuff today, is this the type of help you want? And if you say, look, I don't want to do this yet, that's okay. And if you say, I want to do it, then I need to know so I can plan according. Because my job, I know you're 10 years old, but I'm not going to treat you like a 10-year-old. I'm going to treat you like somebody who wants to play D1. And if you want to play D1, I have to treat you like a pro soccer player because that's how competitive Division I soccer is. Does that make sense, Vivian? Okay, cool. So then I want to ask your father really quickly. You know, it's so great to hear your daughter wants to play D1. I can feel her passion. I really do like her videos, which we'll talk about in a minute. She is a good soccer player. My question to you is, you know, why do you want to help your daughter play potentially one day college soccer?
I mean, part of it, that's her goal. You know, I decided I didn't want to play college soccer. I got hurt my senior year. She's way better than I ever was. I just kind of want to, you know, elevate my kids as much as I can to meet their passion. It's one of the reasons why we live in Columbia, South Carolina, but we take her to Charlotte to play at CSA because it's a better club. And she just kind of got to the point where she was outpacing her peers at her old club.
Yep.
So she said she wanted to do something better. So I'm going to try to put her in a position to push her and make her better.
Amazing. I lived in Charlotte. I played for Charlotte Independence. And so I know kind of the area well. I know your club pretty well, which leads me to, for you, you know, let's say I said to you, it's too early to start this process. Why do you think it's important to begin now?
Probably because it will probably get me in the right mindset to start that path now. So yeah. I don't know.
I like that. No, that's a good answer. And let me ask your father the same question. You know, or let me back up. You're this for your father. Did you see the longer video I sent you, which kind of talks about what we do with 10-year-olds?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go for it.
For me, I think it's more impactful for her to hear it from somebody not named Dad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, I coached her until I moved her to CSA. You know, and she's got her coaches here, and she's got a private trainer here in Columbia. But you know, she's got a special talent and a drive. But I think sometimes maybe she's 10, so you know, it is what it is. But I kind of feel like sometimes she needs to be told by somebody, not me, you know, the path forward. And admittedly, I don't know the path to that level of soccer either.
Yeah. Good point. Okay. Really helpful. So what I want to kind of do is give you what I call like a baby diagnosis of your situation. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course.
So when we work with students your daughter's age, these are the people that I'm basically talking to when I talk to my phone, is high-level girls for their age. Look, your daughter for her age, Miss Vivian, you're a good athlete. You've got good technique. I'm a little concerned about your juggling record, so I know there's more to improve upon. And I know you have a private coach, which is great. My job is not really to make you better at soccer. My job is to get you recruited to play Division I, and those are two different things. There are plenty of people like your private coach who can make you better. But if nobody knows who you are, defeats the purpose. There's a girl right now named Stella Spitzer. She just turned pro. She's 14 years old. Just like your father, they moved from Ohio to Texas so she could play for the highest level team she could get to. And now, of course, she's going to play Division I. At 10 years old, this is when we had this discussion with them, because this is, what it takes if you want to play Division I at the highest level, because it's so competitive. Now, am I telling you, Miss Vivian, you're Division I level? You're 10 years old. It's a little early for me to know, yes, you're Division I. But there are certain things I'm watching in your video, which I will show you real quick, where I say to myself, Dad, I say to myself, wow, technically, maturity, good coaching, exposure. I'm looking at some of this video and I'm like, the fact that you're recording, I'm impressed, Vivian, with your movement. And I know you're playing futsal too. So this goes to my diagnosis. There are steps that I like to take with girls, specifically girls, only because girls, like your daughter's 10. She's actually 11. When she's 11, she's really 12. When she's 12, she's 13. When she's 14, she's 15. Because she has to be, if she wants to play D1, she's got to be done junior year if you want to play D1. So you're really a year ahead of whatever you think you're actually at. Does that make sense, Dad?
Yes.
So to that end, I know you're driving, so you can't see this, but I'm going to show your daughter, is we need to, first of all, fix her video. Yes, you have video, but you don't have a video that I can really use. I want your daughter messaging college coaches. And we're not going to, of course, get recruited, but I want her going to middle school camps. I want her when she's 11 and 12 getting permission to go to the high school camps because she's going to be good enough. And I want them to know who she is. So that is when I go on this call, I put them in two categories. You're 10 years old with a great level of passion, but you're not the level. So we're going to work on technical stuff and, maybe I'll help you. And typically I tell them to hire a private coach, which is what you've already done. And then I've got another category of, hey, they're getting the training they need, but they're not doing anything from a college soccer recruiting perspective. And that is with her. So Vivian, your father can't see this, but he already saw this. So Vivian, this is for you. This is another girl we're working with. She's also 10 years old. Her juggling record is 500. Now, it's not to say she's better than you or worse than you, but this is who you're competing with. She plays a different position than you. But, this is very competitive. And so you see this Google Drive. Can you see this okay, Vivian? And your father saw this. So what we're going to do, Vivian, is I need to make you videos. And I know you have enough video, whether it's not today perhaps, but I know you record your games. I know you record futsal. I definitely want the futsal footage. And I want to make a real highlight. And then I want to send that. Not your club is great, so stick where you are. But I want us to gently start messaging the coaches, and I want us to start going to middle school camps. Now, to go to middle school camps, you not only need to get invitations because they're not publicly announced like the high school ones, so that's my job, but also, excuse me, I want your daughter to have the coach, and I've told this story before. Whenever coaches go to a middle school camp, there's always one baller. That's going to be your daughter. And I want the coach to go, I can't wait to see you in a couple years' time. And then when the couple years' time passes, they go, of course I remember you. I've been watching you since you were 11. Let's talk now. Does that make sense, Dad?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And again, this only works if you're a certain level at a certain age, which is, scary to go, wow, I should start working with kids when they're 5 years old so they can be the level at 10 years old. But that's not my role. My role is just the recruiting. So Vivian, part of my job today is to scare you away and make you quit. And if I show you this and you say, I want to quit, that means that's good for Dad. He can stop driving you. You can relax. You don't have to worry about college soccer. But if I don't scare you away, then it means whether you work with me or not, Dad and Vivian, you're going to have to keep this process going. Does that make sense, Vivian? So Vivian, this is what we're doing with this girl. Her name is Mimi. Basically, the first thing is, I know you have a private coach, which is great, but I have a technical program that is measurement based. It's not to make you better. It's so I can measure your improvement over time. So you're going to do an exercise, it's timed, and then I do the exercise. And you can practice it with your private coach if you want to, but I need it to help me measure if you're improving. there's an exercise called 50s that I need you to do, which is juggling oriented. Now you could juggle to 1,000 and still be a bad soccer player. So I only care because like I can tell you to play D1, you cannot juggle 30 times, right? You have to get to 500, then it doesn't really matter. Which is also to say, the big piece is for dad is I want to start sending emails and I want to start her videos and I want to do that consistently and Instagram included. Your Instagram is good, Vivian. It's great even, but it can, I want it to be, it's not formatted correctly technically. I want some more zoomed in clips, dad. And the circles and the blah, blah, blah. I will do all that for you, but I want it done because your daughter is good. And then the next piece is, which is a little bit in the future, and this is for your daughter to scare you away, is right now you're playing at Charlotte, which is awesome. And you're about to go to practice. And if you have to get out of the car, that's okay. I'll talk to your dad. I want your daughter talking to not necessarily other clubs right now, but the national team. And the people that run the national team are the college coaches. And so to directly email the national team is difficult. But to email college coaches who control the national team, that's realistic. Does that make sense, Dad?
Yes.
So, Vivian, here's the last thing I want to do before you park and you have to go to training to scare you away a little bit is, Vivian, to work with us, we're going to meet with you every week for the first month. And I'm going to teach you, and your father can be with us. I'm going to teach you how to I need to know your schedule. I need to know Monday through Friday what you eat, what you do when you wake up, what exercises you're doing, because I don't want, injuries happen. Then number 2 is I want to start fixing your video and I want to start sending emails and I want to send you to camps. They're going to happen this Christmas and then they're going to happen again in the summer. And I want us to consider going to these camps. So let me ask you this, Ms. Vivian. I'm going to start the process with you. It's supposed to be fun. We're going to watch soccer together. Your coach is going to be a D1 soccer player that used to be for me and was a student just like you. When I describe this to you, Vivian, you go, wow, that sounds so exciting. I can't wait to start the process. Or you're like, that sounds like a lot of homework and not very fun.
I think that sounds exciting and I want to start the process.
Okay, good answer. And for your father, one of the reason I have to meet the kids is, your daughter today, it's been a 15-minute Zoom. We're going to do this pretty regularly. Your daughter has to be, willing and open to sitting down and taking notes. We're going to make a Google Calendar. We're going to teach her how to be an adult. Yes, because it's good for life, but also mainly so she can get recruited to play college soccer. And this is it's an investment, as you know. We're not going to get recruited tomorrow. It's just the idea going, wow, this coach responded to us. Wow, the coach, for example, to give you an idea, D3 schools can talk to your daughter. They're allowed to legally. The D3 schools today are going to be the D1 coaches tomorrow. So if they can legally talk to her today, in 5 years from now, they'll be the D1 coach. Does that make sense, Dad?
Yeah, sorry. We're meeting up a carpool.
Of course, I get it. So I just want to say too, Miss Vivian, and
I'm good, yeah.
No, you're good.
Say bye, Viv.
Say bye, Viv. See you, Viv.
Bye.
Is for your father, basically, when I, go through this with you, is this something that you're looking for your daughter?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think she's capable of doing it. I was interested in seeing if she was going to be capable of talking to you because she's a little bit of a shy kid sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
But I also think sometimes, she just, when I tell her you got to do these things, she's kind of like, you're not my coach anymore. What do you know?
I know. I didn't. My dad was a surfer, so he didn't know anything. But similar to you, to my father, I was like, I don't really want to chat about this right now because you don't know anything. So I understand your perspective, and you're not wrong. What I do is not rocket science. It's, I've done it for a long time, so that's helpful to me. But for you guys, I think it's important. So what I want to do is kind of show you then on a day-to-day what it will look like for your daughter. From what I got from your daughter, just on the call, she's capable of sitting on the meetings for 20, 30 minutes and going through stuff. And I feel confident about that. But to be clear, she does have to meet with us. If she doesn't meet with us, then it won't work. Okay.
Right.
So let me show you what that looks like on a day-to-day. You already saw this a bit, but your daughter's going to get a coach who is a D1 soccer player and a college soccer player. And you're going to get me. The reason there's 2 of us is your situation is different. You're going to get a document, which I'll show you what it looks like real quick. And it's pretty cool because it's built for the youth, for youth college soccer player, high school soccer players. But we have a custom one specifically for youth players. And there's all these steps that we take. For your daughter, we're going to have a to-do list, what we need to do every day. I want to know what list of schools. And, between you and I, we wanted to get an education. She's never thought about college. There's no reason for her to think about it. But because of soccer, she'll start to, which is healthy and good for everything. And what does she want to study and just healthy things to begin with. But the big thing is, if we go into this section, you're going to see a section called camps. And these camps are recommended based off of her age. So we have a section that we're going to talk about. I don't know if this is a camp. This is custom for my student, but we're going to make one for her. And these camps are special for her because she could go to like an IMG camp or, some fun camp. I don't want her to go to fun camps. She's too good. She needs to go to camps where the coaches are actually going to be there. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
And then we do all of our communication on Discord. Have you heard of Discord before?
Okay. Yep.
Discord is actually built for kids 13 and up. So we'll have to fib about your daughter's age, or she'll do it through you. Like, it'll be your Discord. We don't need a separate channel.
Yeah.
We'll do it with you. Because if you do it my way, and I think you saw this already, but did you see, I'll show you again, the email system thing we have? I'll just show it to you real quick. So like, I want your daughter emailing a handful of D1 schools, like 10.
Talking about the email to the coaches? Yeah.
Yeah. So you saw this already. So I can email all the D1 schools in 5 seconds in a genuine way using this system. I want to start getting organized. And the reason that we want to get organized is your daughter's going to be unorganized for the first month or two. By the time she's 10 years old and College Soccer Guy 1 month, your daughter's going to really understand how I do this. So we can, by the time she's 11, my process can be really efficient. Instagram videos every week. With my high school kids, I don't even get to that point because they're so busy with high school stuff and they have their SATs and just life and driving. And with kids this age, I can be really efficient. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
And then, your daughter, you mentioned you played soccer, which is awesome. I want to go through videos with her. So like Stella Spitzer, who's a family I can connect you to. That girl was very good, like your daughter, like very similar technically. And that girl was, she went on to be she's technically the youngest pro in the world. The other kid, the MLS kid, the Caden kid, he is at the first division level, like in MLS, but this girl, Stella, is playing in the Y League. So she keeps her eligibility. And same thing. Started now. Look, whether your daughter goes pro or not, personally, there's very little money. It's a whole nother world. But college is great, as we both know. So I want to go through game video with her.
Right. Yeah.
I wanted to see her technical. So like, I want you to start recording her practices, and I want to see her habits. When her coach says, "Do this drill," I want to go, "Yes, the coach told you to do that drill, but I want you to do this because I don't care about your team. I want you to use your left foot only. I want you to look over your shoulder right now. I want this to be like what we call IDP, individual player development." And this is what they do at Chelsea and Manchester United and everywhere else, is they give each kid an individual thing in addition to the team. Does that make sense? Okay. And then you have the Google Drive.
Yeah, she could use some more intensity at her practices.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. And then you have the Google Drive and the AI system where we keep track of everything. So price-wise, it's a little bit different for girls, 10 years old. We have different, models. This is the model we have for your daughter. And it's kind of great. So let's say you started me in 7th grade. It would be the same price. If you started with me in 6th grade, it'd be the same price. 5th grade, is she in 5th grade now?
Yes.
Yeah. So the earlier you start, the cheaper it is, basically, the idea. So to work with me for your daughter, this is the amount. It's $5 until she's all the way done with 8th grade. When she's done with 8th grade, if you guys still love me, then we do an additional $3, and then we're with you for life. And then you're done forever, which is from a financial perspective with the model. Like when I charge for high school kids, it ranges from 6 to 15. It just depends on their situation. Yeah. So this is from a financial place. I can't beat this. Like, I'll never beat this. But having said that, I don't want you to work with me, for a deal. I want you to work with me to go, hey, we're going to provide a bunch of value. And that's why it's worth it, of course. So the way we kind of measure that is in the first 3 months, we want, to have some measurement. So I can't guarantee offers or anything like that. But if you're not happy with us in the first month, we'll refund you. And, in your case, your daughter's playing at these levels kind of already. But it's to say, look, I expect her to be getting response from colleges. To give you an example, we have a kid, he's in 7th grade, so a couple years older than your daughter, and he's really good. Like, he's really good for his age. I want him going to the high school camps. So we asked UCSB, hey, I know I'm in 7th grade, but could I come to the 8th, 9th grade camp? And they were like, of course, we saw your video. So now, yes, they're taking the kids' money, but he's talking to UCSB and he's in 7th, 8th grade in a legal way, right? It's not recruiting. He just said, come to camp. Does that make sense? I want your daughter doing the same thing for UNC,
Yes, yep.
NC State, all the big girl schools, and where you guys live. Like, I want her to go to TCU. My roommate's the coach at TCU. My former college coach is the coach of Florida State. I want your daughter at that camp.
Oh, okay.
And I know
Yeah,
Kelly.
we went to the ACC tournament
Cool.
final last weekend.
Oh, so even better. So like, I want us
Yeah.
to email the coaches. Hey, I know I'm only 10 years old. My dad gave me permission to write this. I love your team. Here's my video. I play for the futsal national team. That's the coaches go, oh, futsal ECNL. Like, of course I'm busy. I could be dead in next year, of course. But the idea is these coaches, like I know my coach, Kelly, who's the coach of Florida State, you know, he tells me, he goes, look, if I see, like he wanted Stella Spitzer since she was 11, like he knew who she was. So that's especially in the girls' world. But the boys' world, it's a little different because some boys think they're going to go abroad and they're going to go pro. Girls are like, I'm going to college. So the college coaches are the highest level in the world at the youth level. Does that make sense?
Got it.
Okay. So let me
Yeah.
ask you this last question. For you and your daughter, I don't work with that many kids this age, especially 10, 11 years old. Right now we have 3. I won't, like in a given year, I won't work with more than 5 to 6, just because oddly, you're not more work for me, but because we have more time, there's more work I want to do. More camps, more videos. With my high school kids, I have like a deadline,
Right. Yeah.
you know, so I can only do so much work because then I have to have them press send, which is stressful. Yours will be slightly less stressful. But my question to you is, why do you think your daughter's a good fit to work with us?
I think she responds well to people that try to push her. And if she's not getting pushed, this might be an age thing, you'd know more than me. If she's not getting pushed, she won't push it. And I see her physical ability and everything else and to see what she wants to do. So I think if she has a plan, she'll follow the plan, as opposed to me just telling her, go outside and juggle for 30 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
That's a little bit of a harder sell sometimes.
For sure.
Where,
And I could tell
when we were
too.
doing something together.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, sorry, please go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, when I was out there, I was like, well, okay, let's go out here and we'll do juggles this way, and then we'll see who can get faster. She'll go out there and try to beat me. But I think when she's got a set list of things to do, she's the kind of stereotypical oldest child of a family, where she gets that list and she wants to knock it out.
Yeah, I'm the same. And one thing
But it
I
can't come
liked,
from dad anymore.
yeah, I just got it. One thing I liked when I asked her what her juggling record was, and I misheard her, she was clearly, it was very minimal, but she was like, I know it should be better, / if you tell me to do it tomorrow, I'll be at 100 tomorrow. And that's good because that's what you need. And, when I was her age, I was obsessed, but my parents didn't know anything. I wasn't playing at I was not at your daughter's level at her age. Or at least I didn't think I was. My parents didn't know anything, so it's hard to know at the time. But I was obsessed. I was wearing 2 pairs of jeans because I thought my pants would make me stronger. Yeah. I was not drinking water all day because I thought that would make me better. I wore a full soccer jersey every day to school. So that level of obsession is what it needs. I could have used somebody to be like, yeah, but use your obsession over here, drink water, and you don't need pants. So anyways, my point is to say, here's the last step for me. I'm going to send everything over just so you can take a look at it, talk it over with your family as you wish. If you want to talk to your daughter a little bit more. The way we do it, though, is the payments are done in installments. So we're going to do 1 month. It's the first installment. If after the month you say, we don't want to do this, that's fine. And we don't have to continue. Because once we're in it, we're with you forever. We're with you, for the next 5, 10th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. We're with you for 4 years. So it's a long time. Now, the terms of ratio of communication, the first month, we do want to talk to you pretty much every week. After that, it's like twice a month. Pretty consistent, though. Like twice a month, twice a month, twice a month. Sometimes more. Like if you're about to, like the ACC thing, I want to send an email out right away. I need video for that. Over. You get the idea. So I guess my last question is, you're not allowed to work with me today. I want you to think about it. But if you had to work with me today, what would stop you from working with me right now, this second, if anything?
I mean, I don't really know if there's much of an impediment if Vivian says she wants to do it. financially, that's not a problem. I think we have some time. My wife may be a little bit annoyed by it, but that's okay.
Okay. And I'm happy to talk
We
to
have
your
two
wife
other
too.
kids who don't play any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have two other kids who are younger?
Yeah, they don't play sports though.
Yeah. I have two brothers, and they didn't play either. So in saying that, that's super helpful for me. I sent everything over. You're going to see a contract. The contract basically says, this is the price, but also it says if like you don't show up to meetings, that's not nice and all that good stuff. But the main thing it
Right,
says
of course.
is I need video. If you aren't willing to give me video, don't work with me because I need the video to help you, which I know you're willing to do. I've already gotten a pretty good video from you. So that's it. Yeah.
The huddle camera is my camera, actually.
Amazing. Amazing.
So you mentioned zooming in and stuff, I guess, and then you mentioned that the Instagram page needs work. I'm learning how to do all that crap off, from the get-go. My wife's like, you need to do a better job with videos. Like, I'm trying to.
I know. I will do it all for you. Now, I will also teach you, I'll coach you, because let's say you record on the sideline for the next 4 years. I'm going to tell you, this is the angle I need, and this is how you edit it, and then you can post it in 5-10 seconds. It will always take me a little longer because I just have to get the video and download it.
Of course, yeah.
But I want to coach you how to do it because you'll be able to do it faster. However, for the beginning, I will show you what to do and teach you. And if you have Huddle, you can pretty quickly cut clips like with its own editing system. But the problem with Huddle is it runs a commercial for everyone that doesn't have an account, which you wouldn't know. So if I want to watch, I have to watch a 30-second commercial before I can watch your daughter's video, which is really annoying. And second,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really annoying. And second, and I have a Huddle account, so I don't have to, but coaches don't, because Huddle's very high school-y for whatever reason. And then the other piece of it is for your daughter, we're going to have a highlight video, right, which will be 1 to 2 minutes long. That will be YouTube specific. Then the rest of it will be Huddle video, which we're going to make every touch videos out of. And then I want a lot of content social media wise, because up close, your daughter's is exceptional for her age to some degree. So I want it on video. Now, if you guys as a family don't want her on social media, we can avoid it. But like Twitter for girls is really big. It's bigger than Instagram, actually. So it's something we can talk about. But good question. So what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, no, we don't care about that. Like we started uploading all of the Huddle game, like the entire game footage on our YouTube channel.
Excellent. So we're not going to do that as much. Well, actually, I might need it for editing. I'll talk to you guys about that. But the answer is we definitely on YouTube. Think about it. It's people don't use websites anymore. But like even me, I don't have a website. You have my Instagram. That's how you found me. It's the same for her. We want everything on Instagram. And everything on social media and everything on YouTube in a very clean way, playlist. And like I said, I get to spend time on this. Like I'll even make a cover photo for her where it's like my page, goal to play Division I. Versus for my high school kids, I'm so busy, I don't get to be as creative, to be honest, just because they have to make a video and send it so quickly. So we'll talk into that. And then also, I want your daughter eventually over time to find out, what would she maybe want to do for a living one day. She doesn't have to know today, but I'll talk to her. We will talk to her about that and go, what do you like in school? What do you not like in school? And then, of course, you as the father can say to me, hey, Zev, encourage her to do this and be the side voice. And we want to do that for you.
Right.
Cool. Very good.
Okay.
I have to run to my next call. You got the email. If you have any questions, just
appreciate
email me. Just let me know. Sorry, say it again. Oh, you just said yes.
I said I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. If you have any questions, let me know. But if in 24 hours I don't hear from you at all and you ghost me, then I have to give the position to somebody else.
Understood.
Excellent. Thank you, boss. It was really a pleasure talking to you. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So thanks for listening, everyone. That person was 10 years old, and we are going to work with them, which is very cool, of course. And all of that is very exciting. Um, uh, okay. Okay. What's up, guys? Good number. That was a great chat. Carly, wasn't that a great chat? I agree. That was a great chat. I have a few more minutes here, and then I get to get lunch. That was a great chat. I agree. Okay, let me answer more of your questions here. And I have a video. And what should I do if my team does not film our matches? You have to get it filmed. So go get it filmed. If you have a 2.5, focus on junior college. You can still play other divisions, but it's aim for Division 3 and play D1. We have a kid who's going to get recruited to D1. He has 2.5, but he's an exceptional player. And there's so many things you have to like do in addition. It's very difficult. So I strongly do not recommend that model, like having bad grades. Yeah, he is a baller. He's Swedish, Kamal. Okay. That was a great chat. Was it a 5 month similar age on boy side? I'm sorry, 5 a month. No, not 5 a month, 5 total. And it's 5 total. So from now until 8th grade, through 8th grade, actually, total. Easton LRL starter, 13. So Redneck, if you're interested, book a call. We can talk about it. I saw her video, so I knew she was good enough. If I don't think a kid is good enough at 10 years old, then I don't do it. Is Easton L starter, 1320 SAT, 5.1 GPA, senior? Can I get D1 offers? No. You can definitely play a different level, though, for sure. You should have applied to schools already, for sure. Who do you play for? I don't play any longer, but I played pro in the MLS and the USL. You can look me up on Wikipedia, Zev Taublieb. Hey, how can you get highlights if you don't have anything or anyone to film you? You have to get someone to film you. My son is 11. We did something similar with the program. It didn't have the benefits you provide. I would love to know what other program you're talking about, Carly, because I don't know anybody that's similar to me. But you mentioned that they didn't do the same thing. So Carly, if you want help, book a call. We can absolutely talk about it. I would love to see more about it. Is D3 better than NAI? No, NAI is better than D3 usually. Hey, Jack. Yes, I am. Okay. Thank you for asking. Okay. Instagram. Did I miss any questions on Instagram? Interesting call. So are you open to work with kids at such an age? I am. They have to be a certain level. But yes, we work with kids ages 10, 11, 12, 13. Obviously, mostly we work with high school kids, but we do work with kids at that age too. What are your thoughts on programs in transition? Brand new coach, interim coach that'll be fired by the time you graduate. It's not an ideal situation, to be honest. You want to be part of a team that doesn't have it, but it's not really in your control, which is why when you work with us, we're with you for life because things change and you can't really control it. I had a call with a big D1 school, and they're coming to watch me at the Kickball Pod Showcase. That's fantastic, M. Tracy. How do I seal the deal with besides playing great? Send them video before you. If you've already had a call, really at this point, you just have to play good soccer. They know you. They're coming to your showcase. It's great. That showcase is really good for transfers. Really, really good. Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay. Sorry, guys. How likely to get recruited as a graduate student who redshirted due to injury? To get recruited, you mean transfer bullish, Feme, I think is what you mean. It's very possible, especially if they have other minutes played. But I would have to get a call with you. That would be complicated. What should I be doing at JUCO level to set myself up to D1? Just finished my first year. Make a bunch of videos, and if you have permission, send them out. If you do not, make a bunch of videos and go to ID camps of D1 schools. That would be the best thing to do. I'll check this out more for sure. Sounds good, Carly. My brother's 10, and I want to know what's the best way to get him recognized by bigger teams. Have them book a call. My son is 11. Okay. How can you get highlights if you don't have any film? Okay. Who do you play for? Is NCSA good? No. We hate NCSA. Go on YouTube, look up CollegeSoccerGuy versus NCSA, and you'll see why I don't like it. Is highlight video important? Yes, it's the most important thing there is. You have to get somebody to film. Okay. Transfer portal. Okay. Bullish, you need to call me. The transfer portal is opening in a few days, and it's going to get very complicated. We're not going to work with a ton of transfers. We're working with 3 right now. We won't work with that many more, just because it's going to be difficult. Okay. What can I do to get an MLS Academy if I'm on a very good MLS Next team? Make a highlight video and send it over for sure. Especially, yeah. Hope you're doing well. Just want to say things are going really well so far as we enter month 2. I saw that, Seth. I've been talking to your coach and everything. I love hearing it. We're still early on, but we have lots of work to do. So I'm very proud, Seth at 35. Keep messaging us on Discord, because that's on Instagram. My content is my information has been leaked. So good job, Seth. I saw that. What are your fees for middle schoolers? Thank you. Luther, it varies per person, so I don't know the answer. If you book a call, when you book the call, you'll get a video, and the video will explain the fees. What's the best way camera to film? Horizontal with an iPhone, or if you have VR Trace, those are great too. Redneck, Mr. Redneck. For a right back, what should I prioritize in a highlight video? Crosses and 1v1 dribbling. Awesome, guys. Okay, we have one more call. No, 2 more calls. 2 more calls. One of them is in 4 minutes. And then we have one more call after that. And I think that's it for today. I think I might double check. Oh, no, I have more calls later tonight, actually. But I will probably take a break to some degree, maybe. Yeah, okay. Okay, transfer portal. What's the best way? Okay, for right back. Okay, TikTok, I answered your questions. What are your, okay, I did that. Okay, good questions, guys. Anything else? I got a couple DMs on Instagram. I can go look at that with you guys. See what those are like. Let's see here. Okay, I got, let's see. Somebody asked me on Instagram. Bunch of nothing. General. Okay. Let's see here. Hello. Okay. Okay. Did you book? Can you please tell me? Okay. I'm not very comfortable with that. Sorry. Okay. Done. Great. Makes sense. Thanks, Coach. Okay, that's crazy. That's just crazy for one call. Okay. All right. What is next? Let's see here. All right. What's the best camera? Is it best? Out of state camps. What should I prioritize in highlight video? What's the best way? What for right out of state camps? There's so many out of state camps. There are so many. I do have this really cool new tool that tells you every single ID camp you can have imaginable, which is pretty dope. I'll show you that later. But it's really helpful for our students. Okay. Hi, Zev. Had an ACL surgery 3 weeks ago. Been there. I'm sorry. Good job, Emily. 28 grad. What should be my priority during my downtime for recruitment? You need to make videos of your PT. You can go on my Instagram and you can see ACL 1 and ACL part 2. And you need to send those videos to college coaches. If you have any video before that, you could also send that, but you should continue the process, Emily. Do not give up. The process actually, in a weird way, doesn't change. You're not going to go to camps or showcases, but you're going to send videos every 2 or 3 weeks with your updates about your ACL and email the schools. It doesn't change, especially since you probably are a good soccer player. But I need to know what level you are, Emily McDonald. Thoughts on Washington Lee? They're amazing. Great top academic D3 school. What is the structure of all-day ID camps, full drills? So usually they do warm-up, passing drill, small-sided, then you go get lunch. Then they do small-sided again, and then 11s at the end. Some drills, passing drills and stuff. They'll do passing drills. There's no fitness. The only thing you have to worry about are when you play in the games. For a highlight video, should you focus on for a winger? Crosses, dribbling, crosses, dribbling, crosses, and dribbling. Do you know anything about Guilford? Yeah, Guilford's a good school. It's a good school. It's not Washington and Lee, but it's still a good school. Okay, we have a meeting. You guys ready? All right. This is a high schooler. There's a high schooler.
Recording in progress.
Video and everything already. And let me check here. They sent their video. They look to be pretty good. They sent their video. I like their video. They're playing MLS next, 3.1 GPA. He already has talking to D1 schools. His video is very good. So we will take a look to see if we can help him. His video, I'm looking at his video right now again. It's raw, it's incorrectly formatted, which is a problem, a big problem. But he looks to be a good player. His GPA is going to be a bummer. But his technique is good. He's got good technique and he's got good skill for his age. He looks good. What grad year is he? He is a 2026. That's good. He looks really good. He looks very good. I'm impressed. This is a good soccer player. Okay, he's not here. A no-show. You know what happens if you no-show? I ban you from all social media accounts. No-shows are not okay with me. They're not okay to college coaches. They're not okay to me. So I'm going to text him right now that he has been banned from all accounts, and he can reschedule if he wants to. This is the college soccer guy waiting for you on the Zoom. No shows results in being banned from all live accounts. If you want to reschedule, let me know. So if he does not show, which it doesn't look like he's going to, he will be banned. The reason I do that is because I spend my free time to talk to you, and I'm here to be nice and help you. And if you can't respect it, it's not okay. It's not okay to me. It's not okay to college coaches. And I don't want to work with you if you're not going to show up. So I'm going to ban him real quick from everything, and then I can answer you guys' questions. Hi, I'm in D2 and I want to enter transportal, but I haven't talked to my coach about it. I don't know if he's going to be mad at me, but either way, do you know if I enter transportal, would I not be able to sign back for my college? Chase, don't sign. You need coach's permission. If you leave, you cannot go back. Okay. All right. So that means I can talk to you guys for a little bit longer about your questions. Do you know anything about Guilford? Guilford's a good school. Thank you. Low-level U.S. soccer, but only second year playing. Limited videos on my profile. Just started. Okay, Emily, good job. I'm sorry about your ACL, Emily. You're gonna get better fast. You're gonna be great. Aim for D3. Why the emphasis on juggling? Is there a distinct difference between someone who can juggle 100 times 500 in a row? Good question. The answer is yes. If you can juggle 100 one time, let's say I said to your daughter, BS Conga, or your son, can juggle 100 right now, and they can do it every time, then that means they can probably juggle to 500. If I say, have you ever juggled to 100? They're like, yeah, which means they can probably consistently juggle to 60, which is not good enough. They need to be able to consistently juggle to 100 every time, which is usually 500. So if they've gotten to 500 once, they can usually do 100 as many times as they want. After that, you don't need to keep practicing juggling. I have a meeting for tomorrow. Can me and my parent join on separate devices? Absolutely, Jake. No problem. A great player should be able to juggle without stopping. Also true. Is it too late to go to D3 if you're a junior in high school on JV with no film? No. It's not too late, but you have to have film. So go get film. Hey, I'm going Denise and I'll showcase this weekend. I'm sending emails to showcase with my schedule. What else should I include inside the video? Make sure you ask the question, may I shake your hand in person? You cannot just send it. You have to ask a question in your emails. Otherwise, they don't work. Is it worth emailing college without film or wait? Without film, it's useless. How can I grab attention of D1 and D2s as a sophomore on ECNL through camps, film, or emails? All of the above. All of the above. I have a 2.5 GPA play ECNL. What's the highest level? Technically, you could play D1, technically on paper. But I would aim for D3 first, then D2, then D1. What makes a good striker? Goals, 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 goals. Opinion on combine camps. It depends which one, Rozzy. Norwich University, good school. Yes. Should I ask a coach if they are recruiting my position in an email? I'm going to showcase they are going to. No, you should ask them, may I shake your hand in person? It's a showcase. You want to try and meet them. Norwich had a bad year. That is correct. But they're still good. The coach is a good guy, too. I like that coach. James Parker. Good questions. Okay. How far can EC4 take you? D3. Which is high, remember, guys. You know, it's hard to play Division 3. Okay, this kid's a no-show. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. That is not cool. Not cool one bit. Not cool. He was a good player, too. Norwich had a good year this year. Okay, that's all true. Okay. All right, I have some cool stuff I can show you guys. Are you guys down to see it? What I'm working on? I'm going to share my screen. Is it better to be a junior on JV or bench player on varsity? Because my varsity team is competitive. We are ranked number 3 in the country. Wow. It is better to be on JV. Go play JV. Get videos. Let's see here. Does a goalie need to work on juggling? Yes, absolutely. They do. 100%. They do forward with their club and also does futsal. That's good, but they also have to be able to juggle to 500. Let me know your workload. Okay, how much do you cost to actually work with you? Jackson Avocado, it varies per student. It looks like you're already in college. Is that correct? I can't, from your profile, it looks like you're in college already. Oops, sorry, can't see with my camera. My bad. It looks like you're already in college. If you're already in college, it just depends on your situation. Sorry, I hope my camera starts working. It just depends. So I don't know the answer. I have to talk to you on the phone. Should I attend ID camps that are pretty far away from me that's been invited to, ones that are closer I haven't been invited to? You want to pick whichever ones the schools have genuine shown interest. Do you think futsal will grow at all for college? No, it will not. Let's see. Should I ask a coach if they're recruiting my position in an email to showcase? No, ask them, may I meet you in person? Or focus on club. He already responded. What should I do? Or just focus on club. What level can EA get you? D2, D3. What do you think about NCCA tournaments here? It's going to be so exciting. I cannot wait to watch. I'm going to go to the game actually against UCSB versus UCLA. How do I structure every touch video as a goalkeeper? Same concept. Every touch you take. Goalkeepers touch the ball quite a bit these days. So it's the same concept. You should need a training video, though, Ethan. Should I continue my soccer career by playing the Method Catholic High School soccer team? I don't know. Only if you think it's fun. I'm a sophomore in high school at IMG. Jackson, don't you know Ethan Congleton and Casey Pasha? Those are all my students. Go talk to them about working with me. They worked with me, and that's how Ethan Congleton is playing at Duke, because all IMG kids. Brett, we for exposure NAL or E64. Oh, for exposure NAL would be better. Is futsal something my U13 keeper should be doing in addition to her club? Yes, at her age for sure. That will help her get better for sure. Better for exposure NAL or E64? NAL. Good question, guys. Oh yeah, I know Ethan. Yeah, so Ethan's my student, Jackson. So is Casey Pasha. He just committed to NYU. And he had offers from LMU, which is a top D1 school, but he didn't want to go. Okay, and Ethan, yeah. So talk to Ethan about me. Ethan knows me pretty well. Oh, really well, actually. Okay, I want to show you guys this cool new feature I have, if you guys are up for it. I'm just going to share my screen. I'll answer. If you have questions, though, go ahead and keep answering them. I will take a look at them. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share my screen so you can see this. Let's see here. I play club for state league level and just got my first D3 offer from your tips and tricks. And I just want to thank you, Landon Sparks. That makes me so freaking happy. What the heck? Dude, that's incredible. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. I am so proud of you. If I don't get recruited to play soccer, is UPSL good league to get film and try again? Yes, UPSL would be good for that. I would go to junior college instead, though, if I was you. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this cool thing. Wait for it. Wait. I got to share my screen. Okay. Okay, I'm going to add a screen camera. Why not? Oh, media. Media. Add a source. Screen share. Entire screen. Okay. All right. So you cannot see that very well at all. Okay, there. So now I should be able to see my screen pretty well. I have this really cool new thing now. This is on Discord. So if you go to my Discord, there is a channel, this is if you work with me, called ID Camp AI. And it will tell you every single camp when you type in when it is of the school. So you just type in the school and it will give you the link and when it is. I'm still in prototype mode, which is why it looks all funky here. But I'm still working on it. The other thing it's going to be able to do sorry. The other thing it's going to be able to do pretty soon is it's going to be able to, you'll be able to say like, what ID camp should I go to? And it's going to ask you some questions about your grades, your position, your club level, and it's going to give you an answer based off of my research on which camps you should go to. And then this AI system can detect every generic email, and it can give you a response, and it can even tell you what to say to coaches on a call. It's pretty freaking amazing, and it works pretty freaking awesome. How long does editing a video take? We can answer that for her. So we want to, work on those things. Okay, excellent. If the coach contact info is not updated, that way we can correct it. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I was working. Okay. So anyways, this cool AI system can tell you every single ID camp I have, and all you have to do is type it in and you can ask it. And it's going to be super cool. I'm hopefully going to build this to the point where you could almost do the recruiting process on your own. It's not quite to that level yet, but it's getting pretty close. The AI world is scary in a good way, but it's going to take over. and it's going to take away my job one day, but I'm going to try and be the reason it keeps me in a job. Okay. I play 5th division in Germany on a very high level. Is there a chance to play D1? Not unless you move to the United States. Is playing college soccer like movies where you really don't go to classes? No. You definitely go to classes. Transfers, please DM us. There we go. College Soccer Transfer Guy. This is my guy that helps us with transfers. If you guys go look up College Soccer Transfer Guy on Instagram or TikTok, you will see he's the one who works with me. And he went from D1 to D3 and then back to D1 and got his MBA paid for. He is incredible. He is absolutely incredible. Could I play D1 from MLS 2? Maybe. Depends your age, Cisco. Is Eastonel moving birth year to? Yes. It's not a done deal yet, but it's going to happen. Is it hard to go to college for a goalkeeper? Yes. There's less positions. Playing college soccer like the movies? Okay. All good questions, guys. All good questions. Okay. We have a little bit more time. We have until 15 more minutes. And I'll keep answering your questiones. How much does being recruited to MIT help you get in? Like, I will get rejected if I'm recruited. Good question, Iris. We actually have a student right now who just got an offer from MIT, and he's going to get in because of the soccer team. So the answer is it can help a lot. Now, if you're like, I will get rejected even if I'm recruited. But you have to have like a 1580 on your SAT, a 700 in math, and a 700 in English to even have a chance for them to help you get in. Are there kids camps overseas that we can look at for the summer, or are they all child teams? Never go abroad, ever. Everyone listen, never go abroad, ever, unless you want to go for a fun adventure for life. But if you want to get recruited for college soccer, never go abroad. There's nothing out there. All the college coaches are here. If you want to go for fun, there's something called TIRO, for Michelle, TIRO. It's a camp with some schools attending, but if you want to play college soccer, do not leave the country. How do you know which ID camps are good to attend? That's my job. I'm supposed to tell you that. And also, it depends on your level, your video, what schools you've already spoken to. That's my job. Do any rewards in high school like all conference and all section matter? Short answer is not really, but you should definitely tell the coaches that you got the awards because it's still a good thing. I'm 14. I hope I can get promoted to first team. Awesome. I have an Adidas showcase in Oklahoma in 2 days in Tulsa. What should I do for college coach notice me? You need to send the video out and your highlight video. This is just for fun and experience. Michelle, amazing. I'm not in the fun experience world. Sorry, I'm just in the college world. I don't have a good answer for abroad. I'm sorry. I just help kids play college soccer. How much does it cost for your help with college process? It varies per person. I don't know the answer. So you have to book a call with your parents, and then we talk about it. What is the timeline to give a response back for a D3 offer? 1 to 2. It depends. It could be 48 hours. It could be 2 weeks. If you're a transfer, talk to College Soccer Transfer Guy. Just click his profile. He works for me. I'm 6'1", but only 130. Am I undersized for D1? No. Size doesn't matter. I'm 5'6". I play D1. It's all about if you're good. Yeah, it's all about how good you are. Okay. Is it okay to give out resumes to all the soccer coaches at the kickball showcase with QR code links to your video and every touch video? Yes, MT Tracy. I love it. It's called a showcase pamphlet. You should totally do that. Good job. Do you mind watching my other video? I sent it. My name is, I don't know if I play college soccer, what division. Antonio, you have to send it to the link in the bio. That's how I look at it. I get too many DMs. What should I have in a video as a midfielder? Goals and assists and through balls would be great. I want to move teams, but suppose I can't because of my contract. You still can move teams. You just won't get your money back. So it doesn't matter that there's a contract. It does exist, but you're still allowed to move teams. You're just not going to get your money back. So I would still, there's no rules. You can totally still move. When you send an update video, should I keep it in the same email thread or a new one? Same email thread. Do you give advice to kids who want to play pro after college or help pick a school that will help them give a chance? I do. Yes. I played pro, so of course that's important to me. U10 boy, small town club in rural Ohio. What can I do to get him as much exposure as he ages? Redneck, you need to make lots of video of him being really good at soccer. So you would have to book a call because he's going to need a really, really strong social media presence, and he's going to have to go to camps. He plays up 2 years for all games for a challenge a bit more. That's amazing. Sounds like a good player. I would love to see video. Please make a video. I'd love to see it. As for our free kick drill for high video center back, absolutely. Only if you're scoring though. No, not if you're just taking a free kick from halfway. Do any rewards in high school matter? Not really, Javier. Should I have in my video for top I get D1? I'm a winger / forward. Yes. What should I have? What should I have in my video? Goals and assists, especially as a winger forward, and your dribbling skills for sure, and what club level you're playing. That would be super important. When you said, okay, I did that one already. Good question. Did that one too. When I send an update video, should I send in a new thread? No, keep it in the same thread. Is National League a good league for me to be playing right now? I don't know anything about you, but it's a good league to start to make a video. It's MLS Next a good league? Yes. And is it good for colleges to recruit me? Yes. Official Tony, it's very good. It's very good. Excellent. Excuse me. Sorry, no effort. Very good. Very freaking good. Okay. Good questions, guys. How do I get into college ID camps? You can go anytime you want. Are the phone calls private? They are with me or with one of my coaches. And your parents have to be on the call. But I don't have to be live if you don't want me to be live. How do I get into college ID camps? You can go to anyone you want. But if you want to make the most of it, you want to try and get invited before you go. That's always the best move. Kevin Kale. Hello, Kevin Kale. Graham Ackerman. Kinsley David. Hello, everyone. Good question, that one. Okay, here we go. Is a top D3 academic possible if I play USU soccer and I attend all the ID camps? You'd have to attend the same ID camp multiple times over, and it would still be pretty difficult, to be honest, Antonio. But it's not out of the question. If you went to the same ID camp multiple times, yes, you'd have to go 4 to 5 times. What should you say is the key part of the video for someone who plays left back, right back? How should I set up the email to coaches? In terms of setting up the email, I would need to get on a call with you because I do that. That's custom. In terms of video, you need to show us your crossing and your dribbling. The leaks is USU soccer. Got it. Thanks for putting my reel on your story yesterday. You're welcome, AF official. Is Captain U legit? No, I hate Captain U. They tried to hire me. I do not like Captain U. Is interest on NCSA real even if I don't have a high video? No, that's how you know it's fake. Jesus Christ. That's so horrible. NCSA is freaking horrible. Is playing UPSL Men's League good, helpful for D1, D2? It's helpful for video, but not for exposure. You're still going to have to go to camps. I play club at the State League, and I just picked up my first D3 offer. It's from your TikTok, Landon. Aw, that's so exciting. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Congratulations. What are the most important things D1 coaches look for in wingers? You're defending for sure, like obviously, I guess, but your ability to dribble past players for sure. Do we get to work with you if we already spoke to another coach who works for you? If you spoke to another coach, Kate, and you didn't like what they said, then we're not the right fit because everything they said to you, I told them to tell you. So when you work with me, you work with my team. You work with me and my team. So the answer is I work and monitor everything. So every message you get, every email you get, if you did the call with us and you didn't enjoy the call with the coach, then we may not be the right fit, unfortunately. Because everything they did with you and prepared with you is what I told them to do. And then when you work with me, you never talk to me on a day-to-day. You always talk to your coach, and then I monitor everything they do, and I tell them what to say, not because I don't want to work with you, but because I'm busy working for you. I got to go I got to go make a list for you. I got to go look up teams. I got to talk to college coaches. I got to go to NCAA conferences. So we have 2 people working for you. Yeah. What coaches look for center backs playing through lines? But I feel bad, Kate. Do you get to work for you if we already spoke to a coach who works for you? You get to work. We're going to assign you a coach. So Kate, if you want to DM me, Kate, and tell me what you didn't like about the coach you spoke to, please let me know so I can try and improve. What's the most important thing D1 coaches look for? Oh, goals and assists. Before I go to showcase, should I email all the coaches going or just schools I'm interested? I recommend emailing all, actually, but you don't have to email like all the JUCOs or the schools you'll never go to. But if it's a D3, D2, D1, I recommend emailing them all. My son's 12, plays ECNL. He's on the final phase of PDP. Should we keep taking him to PDP? He's a goalkeeper. Short answer is yes, but I don't know, Rich. I would need to know more about you. How do you schedule call? If you go to collegesoccerguy.org or Redneck, if you click the link in the bio, you can schedule a call. What do college coaches look for in a center defensive mid? Through balls. Is Elite Academy good for D1, D2? No. It's good for D2, not for D1. I got invited to a camp to showcase our skills to college coaches. Is that a good thing to go to? Which camp did you get invited to? Is there a fast way to email colleges? Do you have to go one by one? John Galoo, I have a system that allows you to email every coach within 5 minutes. So yes, there is a system, but you have to work with me to have the system. Can you be ranked as a player? On top drawer, it says 3 stars, but is this legit? It doesn't really matter. You can keep it in your resume and send it out to coaches, but it doesn't really make a difference. The ratings are done by journalists who don't know what they're talking about. Out-of-state camps at 13 years old, invited by Portland University, but I live in Chicago. There's no way you could have been invited genuinely unless he broke the rules. So the short answer is to only go if it's a top school of choice. I have a couple NAIA offers and 2 D3s, which is better. It depends on the education, Jorge. I would need to know more about that. Is USU soccer better or is ECRL even better? ECRL is better. If I'm in 9th grade and I'm going against another goalie for varsity, we're the same skill level. Do you have any tips for me that the coach look for? Communicate the most. Talk the loudest. G, is 3.78 GPA a good GPA for top D1 schools? And will we find out about the new NCAA rules on roster cap? The answer is yes, that's a good GPA. Basically, we're waiting for the rules to be official. What year are you, M. Tracy? Are you a senior or are you a junior? So are you saying JUCO is better than UPSL? How do we find out about good JUCO? Yeah, JUCO is way better than UPSL. Good JUCOs. You have to go online, book a call, and we can help you. If I don't get recruited to play soccer, yeah. Is level of talent based on how high a level you play? Partially, yes, to some degree. Hi, hello. Would you consider if I play for the U17 Getafe La Liga professional team of Spain, is D1 possible? Only if you're willing to come to the United States for a period of time. One of the NAIs offered is ranked. If you're really playing for the legit Getafe team, then yes, D1 should be very possible. I would need to know more about you, Mr. A. State, Javier. Sorry, Javier, I don't understand. Oh, camp out of state. I've been talking to the SLU coach for about 3 months. He invited me to go to camp. If you think it's been genuine, the SLU coach, then go to the camp. I've noticed that he kind of invites everybody to the camp, so I don't really trust it unless I can see it myself. One of the NAIs offered ranked as second in the nation, but they offered 11K. Is that a little bit? That's a frick ton. Are you kidding? You're never going to get that much money from any other school. That's incredible. No, that's Jorge. I would make you pick the NAI team. That's amazing. He made his MLS Next first team in the area, but we decided to take him to MLS route. Okay, Mr. Rich. That's okay. Is camp at Montelevo December 21st? It's a camp at Montelevo December. Okay, no, got it. Do you reckon prospect to player? Let me look that up real quick. Prospect to player. Oh, no, I do not like prospect to player. No. I do obviously the same thing, and I think I'm better. But if you want to try them, you could totally try them. I don't like their model. They don't have technology, and also they're not going to work with you 24/7. 5,000 followers, Spartans, consulting agency, DMS, they're from Texas. CEO, let's look at the guy. Oh yeah, I've talked to this guy before. Nothing against him. Super cool. I don't like them. I use a different model, but if you like him and you want to try, you can, but I think I'm better, but everybody's different. If you want to try him, all up to you. Yeah, all up to you. Not for me. But yeah, try them, go for it. How do I get noticed in the showcase? Are they really changing to birth year? Probably. I don't get noticed. Is MLS Next better than high school? Yes. Where can I send my highlight video? To the link in the bio, you can book a call to send the video. What do college coaches look for in center attacking mids? Through balls. Do you know anything from them? Yeah, they have a similar system to me. They have a good record, but my concern for them is, how they run their system is different than how I run mine. So for me, it's not my vibe, but if you want to try them, you can try. They do mostly JUCO kids. They do NAI kids, which is fine. And I focus on all levels. But if you want to try them, go for it. Do you help players find colleges? Of course. Where should 25 players be in the recruiting process? Done. But Leo, it depends what level you're looking for. So I would need to know more about you. The number of your viewers hit an all-time high in 30 days. Brilliant. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Can you tell me a little bit about the new rule in D1? So they cut the roster to 28, which limits the amount of kids they can recruit. Pretty simple. Yes, there's some scholarship stuff, but it doesn't really pertain to soccer. Can you go to D3 playing ECRL? Yes. Can you get recruited to D2 if you play NAL? Yes. Best time of year to email coaches? All the time. They never stop. How well connected are you with the Midwest colleges? I know everybody, but I'll never directly connect you because it's illegal. If I'm getting offers from, I went to college in the Midwest, so I know all those schools. If I'm getting offers from top NAI schools in D3, do you think I could play at D2 level? Yes. Good questions. Good questions. I played D2 in redshirt. Went into portal, got a lot of D2 offers, decided to transfer to JUCO at IVC. So I'm a sophomore, ready to transfer to answer your question. Okay, M. Tracy, your thing is complicated. Book a call, Mr. Tracy. You are a transfer situation. Okay. Where should you be in college recruitment at 25 trying to go D1? You should be done. Or you can argue that you don't have to be done yet, but that you should be going to the showcase that they're going to be at in the next couple months and that they've already told you they're going to be there to watch you. Is Vienna East and RL good? Yes. Okay, we have a call now, everyone. This is going to be my last call, and then I'm going to take a break for today. And it has been a pleasure talking to you guys. If you want help, book a call. The link is in the bio, and I can talk to you all
Recording in
about
progress.
your situations and where you are in the process. And hopefully I can help you along your journey. And let's see, the other call I did today, Will T. I have a GPA of 2.3, and you looked at my vid, said I do want to teach position. Should I make a call? Wow, you have a 2.3. I would focus on junior college, or D2. There are some schools there too. Okay, we're waiting for the next call. I hope it's not another no-show. I don't like the no-shows. Okay, give me a second here. I just have to make a note. Stefan. Matthew, daughter is 10 futsal player. Okay. All right, another no-show. It's not cool. All right, everyone, I'm going to get some food. It's been a pleasure to talk to you all. I wish you all the best. If you want to call me, how did you build your email software? Oh, it took a long time. Thank you for your insight. Do you know anything about College Soccer Next? College Soccer Next. Let me look up College Soccer Next. College Soccer Next. I don't see anything online about College Soccer Next, but ... You're talking to my competitors, which is fine. I want all of you guys to find a place you love, no matter who you work with. But if you want to work with me, book a call. Links in the bio. If you have questions about them, go talk to them, and they can tell you about them. I try really hard to do the best I can, and I know technology-wise I'm with the curve because I love you guys. I'll talk to you all soon. I'll talk to you guys soon. It's been a pleasure talking to y'all. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. I love you all. If you have questions, book a call in the link in the